Welcome to the Bassmaster Studios, and we're talking to some of our Elite Series pros during this break. Obviously, an unexpected time in not only the nation, but the world right now, and the sport of bass fishing is on pause right now for tournaments. But Drew Benton joining us today, and Drew, I think I hear some birds chirping. Are you out on the lake today?
Yeah, I am actually. You know, today was supposed to be the first day here at Lake Eufaula. And obviously, since we've got the rescheduling process going on, the off limits has been lifted so we can get back out here. Me and my little boy Cade have come out here and trying to catch a few bass.
So obviously, just the week that was supposed to be the Lake Eufaula event, a big tornado goes through Eufaula. So sometimes it may be annoying or frustrating that we cancel or postpone an event, but it seems like it might have been for the best, not only with the situation, but that you guys weren't even around that area of the country when a tornado like that comes through right where you guys would have been.
Yeah, you know, I live about 30 minutes south of here, and it did not even get that bad where I was at. I didn't even know there was a tornado really until people started texting me asking me if everything was all right. So yeah, definitely everything happens for a reason. It is a beautiful day out here though. I sure would love to be fishing that derby right now, but you know, circumstances as they are, we just can't make it happen right now. And I understand it is what it is. Nobody could see this coming, but for sure at least we're able to get back out here and enjoy it.
And now this gives you a little bit of free time to take your boy out fishing, because we saw the videos that you posted on social media earlier in the year about him begging to go with Dad to the elite event at the St. John's and wanting to do that. So now he gets his wish comes true and he gets to go out on the lake with you and fish. I see him there poking in. So that's got to feel good to spend time at home. You have another new child that was delivered during the season, and now you get to spend some family time as well. Unexpected though.
Yeah, it has been nice to be at home and spend time with the family and help raise the little one. You know, that's a lot of stress on your wife when you're on the road, especially with this wild Indian here and then having a newborn too. So it is good to be able to be at home and spend some time.
For anglers who are getting out during this quarantine, this time, and we're preaching at Bassmaster to fish smart, obviously keep your distance from people and live smart. Try not to be around too many people that aren't your immediate family. What are you doing out on the lake right now? Obviously, it's prime time, probably spawning season, and maybe early post-spawn for your neck of the woods.
Yeah, the biggest thing is making sure you're clean. If you do have to stop at a gas station to get gas, just wipe everything down with hand sanitizer or wipes or whatever. Just make sure that you're not spreading germs and not picking up any germs. You know, 1,000 people a day touch those gas pumps and the door handles going into gas stations. Try to avoid going into those type places that put you at that high risk. And you know, just try to use common sense. But there is no better time to spend outdoors than right now, because you kill two birds with one stone. You get to really enjoy God's creation, and you get to stay away from all the craziness going on, and it keeps you safe. So no better time to get a kid involved either. So you got plenty of opportunities. You can go shed hunting, you can go turkey hunting. Again, spring is starting to happen across, you know, the United States, and you can go fishing. So be sure to take a kid fishing and get them introduced.
I know my dad used to do that, and I would bother him just as bad if he was on camera when we were out on the lake. But for you, Drew, you got the St. John's River under your belt, and then you got to fish the Bassmaster Classic. What was that like launching for the 50th? I believe it was your third Classic overall, but being a professional angler and watching the Classic your whole lifetime, it's got to be special to fish that 50th one.
It really was, Ronnie. You know, one of these days I'm going to show up for one and not just be a part of it. I really felt like I figured something out and was excited to go fishing. And we fell down. You're okay. And I was excited to go fishing, but it just didn't work out. And, you know, that's just the way it goes. But to be a part of that 50th anniversary, you know, tons of history for that event. You know, that started, I'm 31 years old, so that started almost over half of my lifetime ago, before I was born. And to be a part of the 50th was really special.
So for Drew Benton going forward, the rest of the year, we've still got 8 Elite Series events that we're going to get done in 2020. Where do you see yourself possibly knocking out a win on the Elite Series? You've been an Elite Series champion before at Lake Travis, probably a place that you didn't necessarily expect going in that you would win. So going through the season, Chickamauga, Eufaula, Santee Cooper, and then the rest that are still on the schedule, where does Drew Benton feel like he could possibly notch his second Elite Series title?
You know, honestly, I couldn't give you an accurate answer. If things were the way that we were planning for it to go, this one right here, I was looking forward to the most. You know, I practiced 2 weeks leading up to our off limits for an early April event for here. So, you know, who knows? Lake Travis was a very big surprise for me whenever I won. All you can do is just put yourself in the right place at the right time and just hope it happens. But I'm looking forward to going fishing, that's for sure.
So, Drew Benton, if you could give an angler hitting the water right now some advice on sight fishing, you're probably one of the top 5 sight fishermen on the Bassmaster Elite Series. What are 1 or 2 keys for Drew Benton when he's looking at fish on the bed that others may miss or need to lean in on more?
The biggest key is not get right on top of them. You got to stay back. A lot of times I'm fishing for sight fish that I'm not actually even looking at. I'll mark where the bed is and just make blind casts to it, or in practice I'll locate fish and be able to pull up and cast at a stump or a clump of grass and know exactly where it's at. The other big thing is I throw natural colored baits. I don't throw a lot of white unless I absolutely have to, like to see a fish and make him react, and I have to see my bait. So I throw a lot of natural colors that keeps you from foul hooking fish and make sure that you feel them bite, and you get a lot better hookup that way. So that's two big keys. And the other thing is really doing a lot of looking. You know, it's a trained eye type thing. Just anybody can't come out and just start looking for bedfish on a lot of places unless it's really clear. You've really got to spend a lot of time looking and train your eyes to know what to look for. And you're not always looking for a whole fish. You're just looking for a tail or just a little bit of movement, and that's a big key as well.
So, Drew Benton, how can people follow you on social media? We know you guys have unveiled something new for 2020. You kind of teased it at the end of 2019. The Cut Line, it's a YouTube series that you and fellow Elite Series pro Drew Cook are doing. How else can anglers or fans follow you on social media?
You know, that's something special that we're doing. It's just a new look into what we do. It's called Life on the Cut Line. We have a YouTube channel. Some of the videos are going to be shared on bassmaster.com. Obviously, you can follow us at our normal social media pages, Drew Benton Fishing and Drew Cook Fishing on Instagram and Facebook. But it's just a different look into what we do, how we prepare for practice, the travel aspect, how we share information and work together and break bodies of water down. And, you know, it's just something different that I don't think's out there. And I think a lot of people at home would like to see. You know, they see the tournament, see the event on TV and how that all came about, but they don't see the work that went into it and the practice time and how we evaluated it and did it behind the scenes. And that's just a different look for everybody there. So it's exciting to be able to bring that to the table, and I hope everybody enjoys.
Well, Drew, it looks beautiful where you are. It looks warm where you are, and the fish are probably biting. So I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your day with your son, and obviously be safe out there as you travel from the lake to your home.
Thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, he's itching to get back on that trolling motor so he can go to casting.
That was Drew Benton, Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Thank you for him taking the time to talk to us today. You'll be able to follow him on social media, like we talked about just a minute ago, as well as on the Bassmaster Elite Series trail when we get started back up as soon as this virus begins to pass.